Oh, we're coming online, boys. Sending data.
Nice.
And here comes the intro. I think it's fucking working. I can't tell. Yes, we're online. Oh my god, finally. 20 minutes. Okay. Roll the intro, boys. That's just sad. Okay, well, we can talk over the 1 minute intro.
Okay.
48, 47, 46, 45. I guess people aren't that bored to play that 99 bottles of beer on the wall game. My god. Well, the good news is, for all you people out there who are currently listening, the good news is that I already know exactly what I want to ask Jason because he did such a good job of answering the first question before we realized the stream wasn't working. That, I actually could just play the recording. I technically recorded it.
Yeah,
I could just...
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
I'm not gonna answer it anymore.
Oh my god. Oh my god. It's coming. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. It's almost... It's like New Year's, except for not as cool. Happy New Year! Okay. Are we... Is it even working? Is it working? I just keep getting an offline signal on my restream thing here. So.
I think we are live.
Okay, oh my god! The insecurity.
Yeah, it's coming.
Oh my god, the insecurity is killing me. But we are here. Shred Bros United. Thank you guys for coming back or staying for those extra 24 minutes of horror. In other news, I would like to welcome our special guest, Mr. Jason Melidonie.
Hi there. Thanks for having me.
Dude, thank you so much for being here, man.
It's a pleasure.
So we're doing this again for the second time, so it's yeah, it's a little awkward for us because I don't want to say exactly the same stuff because then I'm like not being true to the live mentality, you know.
No one will notice. So don't worry.
True. So something I did say before, I am going to refer to Jason as Jason for the rest of the show, just for the sake of
That's cool.
me not sounding like a douchebag. And yeah, I just wanted to say thank you so much for coming, dude. I had some nice memories of being in his room over there a couple months ago at the beginning of January. We did some nice little shred together, and hopefully we'll get to do some of that today for you guys. So, yeah, dude, start out by telling us about your amazing band, please.
So currently I'm playing for Cytotoxin and I joined those guys in 2014. And Cytotoxin is a death metal band which mixes like brutal as well as technical elements in their music. And I think the special thing about this band is its genre called cannibal death metal. So when the guys formed this band in 2010, they had the idea of like making music out of this traumatic Chernobyl incident. And the reason why is like we have this like task to like remember Chernobyl, and we want people to never forget the whole history about this event. And so they started like making music out of this like accident, and they use like lyrics that are kind of like a documentary, which was like in the first two albums, and now it's more like a future vision of what can happen or what might happen with all the with this like.
It's definitely an important topic. I mean,
and it's.
Sorry, I was gonna say I kind of made the joke earlier, but obviously you guys really bringing it, you know, to public attention. It really got the motivation for the new series, right? Like they called you guys up, and they were like, "Oh, can we? Oh wow, this is such a cool topic. Can we make an HBO series out of this, please?"
and we said, yeah, we agreed, so it's cool, but we wanted to do the soundtrack, so yeah, that's why we wrote some orchestral things, you know.
Wonderful.
Yeah, yeah, I think it's cool that they made this serious, like, to bring this whole topic to a broader, like, yeah, broader range, and
It was
we all watched
extremely well
this
done
series,
as well.
and it's super cool. It's made so well, and I think it makes people aware of this whole accident, and I mean it's still relevant today with all the like.
It's actually quite
fires
relevant
in
with the
Ukraine.
current situation. Not that I want to, bring up any political stuff right now on the show necessarily, but what
Yeah.
governments do and do not tell the people. It's interesting to see what happens after 20 years of things being kept under wraps. So definitely,
Yeah, even more.
good on you guys for.
It's been 34 years now, like pretty much.
It's crazy.
34 years and like 4 days.
It's actually interesting for me. I know it's a bit of a tangent right now to talk about this Chernobyl thing, but I don't know. Like I've been speaking to people here because like we're both living in East Germany. Jason's living in Dresden and I'm living in Leipzig. I don't know. Because in the GDR it was quite similar. I think they were kind of making it seem like it wasn't that big of a deal or something like that at the beginning.
Right. Yeah, like all the countries did probably.
Definitely. Well, just I guess
yeah.
stop mass panic and things like that.
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely. Yeah.
But dude, honestly, I just wanted to give you another props again because I've seen you guys playing live and your whole show, your whole concept really comes out and it's just awesome. I mean, you have like those huge barrels with like, that green neon light coming out of it and smoke, and your singer is just like over the top. You guys all got the gas masks on. It's really, it's inspiring, man. I think if you young guys out there looking for inspiration, I think it's good to have a really strong concept to put your music behind, and it's really impressive. So, what about you?
Yeah, for the live reasons, we like try to mix like the serious part with also some like humoristic elements. So I mean, if you see our show, it's always kind of funny, I think, and also the using humor like to transport a message is okay for us. Like we use this kind of funny thing with all the barrels and stuff, but the message is still important and serious, and we are very serious about this whole topic.
Yeah,
so,
I mean that's an interesting topic. Just because actually, obviously the topic is quite brutal, and in death metal and in extreme death metal, we do actually talk a lot about quite insanely heavy topics, and we maybe make light of them in a way. But I think it's just a good way for us as humans to also like get over things emotionally or deal with things like, you know what I mean?
That's true.
Being able to scream and just play as fast as you can and get aggressive, I think it's a very therapeutic thing, honestly. I don't know how you feel about that, yo.
Very well said.
Because I think we all have quite a similar taste in music, just based on the bands and stuff we've played with. What do you think about a concept, yo, in for a band? Do you think it's important for a band to have like a strong idea, like Chernobyl, like space? Mountain monkeys, or you know what I mean? Like, do you think it's good for bands to have something that they're kind of trying to express?
Yeah. What's important? I don't know. I never tried a band, so.
In your solo music, you don't have like a concepts for your songs, or like how do you title your music? What do you call your songs? Super shred, yo, bro, or like is it emotional? Is it conceptual?
I never thinking everything, I just try to make song and yeah, all the time my feeling is different, so yeah. Well, if I do band, maybe.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's a good thing to think about, I think, and that's what I mean. I think it can be inspirational to check out Cytotoxin, and we will be checking out a song in a little bit. I definitely think it's inspirational to check those guys out, because I think the concept is just such you know, like a really important part of the music. Let's say, like, I think the concept really comes through with it. So it's just awesome.
Thank you so much.
So maybe we should actually just take the time now and check out one of your tracks. Let's see what we got here. I wonder if I go. I'm gonna make it full screen. And yeah, let's do it. Let's check this thing out. Excuse me. Excuse my alt tabbing. Maybe you guys can just mute your your mics or something for a second, and we'll have a look at this track together. My bad. Trying to give you guys all seizures, by the way.
You guys all seizures, by the way.
Solo. Sick, man. Nice. Oof, 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 oof. Hell yeah. Damn. That was killer, man.
Thanks.
Hope you guys enjoyed that. Yeah, I just thought it'd be nice for you guys to hear some of the music if you haven't already. Yeah, sorry, I don't know if people are leaving because of that, but I do think it's. I just think it's important. I think it's important to obviously have our guests, share some stuff from their
Sure.
artistic repertoire. Anyways, yeah, that I really did enjoy that. One of the favorite moments of seeing you guys live was your singer's special move of putting the mic all the way in his mouth and doing the inhale screams like,
That's cool.
like it's so crazy, man. He's a beast, for real.
Yeah, he is. Like, this move is called the human gas mask.
Definitely not recommended in Corona times, especially if you're sharing your microphone with other people. No. I'm sure he doesn't. All right, guys. So, yeah, tell us what you think in the comments. And I don't know, man. How do you guys do that stuff live? There's no backing tracks, right? It's all instrumental, live instruments and stuff.
Yeah, mostly. Like, we do not use too many backing tracks. Like, the only thing is sub drops and like
the intro or some. I remember a couple.
Yeah, intros, like interludes or more like layers. I think we have one song where we just have some like additional, like atmospheric guitars, but we try to keep it like as real as possible to make it transparent, and yeah.
Awesome.
It's fine like this.
So, guys, I think we should do a little jam, because that's something that we've made like kind of a staple on the show so far. It's just jamming, improvising. I don't have anything prepared. I love it. I like to see if you guys have any kind of suggestions for us. The only thing I could do is I was thinking about playing through a Bloodshot song, since I was on the stream with Josh yesterday. And, yeah, I don't know. I think it's probably better quality when I'm hosting it, and I might as well play something. I know it's kind of like random. If you don't think that's a good idea, just tell me in the comments and I'll stop playing. And then maybe you guys can just find a backing track or something that you're digging, and you can try and find a backing track to just jam over, and I'll play through Seared Earth for you guys. That's not the right screen. This one's not bad. Sorry about these camera settings. We had actually fixed this all, but because we were going through so many problems with just with starting the stream in general, obviously they were resized completely. So bear with us. All right, so yeah, here's Seared Earth. It's totally kind of, I guess, kind of similar, kind of not similar to style to the Cytotoxin stuff. Let us know. Tell us what you think. Here goes. Okay. So it was kind of impromptu, but I don't know. Some guys were asking for me to play some Bloodshot songs and stuff, and you know what? I think it's a good idea. And plus, a little plus for you guys. Shred Bros. There is a Shred Bros lesson for the intro sweeps to that song. So if you want to learn those crazy sweeps at the beginning, there's like a 13-minute long lesson where you can learn the whole thing. So go to the Bloodshot Dawn YouTube, actually, to find that. Okay, so now Jason played a song from his band. I played a song from my band. Yo, what do you say, man? Playthrough?
What?
You want to do some kind of playthrough for us? Something prepared? I know we didn't really talk about it, and we didn't really prepare. Okay, then you got to do a jam. Can give us some tasty jam notes. Backing track or something. Thank you, Nolan, Mr. Nolan. Yeah, dude, I got to send you that mix. That's secret mix coming your way soon. Yo, you got a backing track, man? You want to play something? You can find a backing track, and I'll ask Jason some more questions.
Sure.
Yeah, man. So, what are some of your biggest influences? You were saying that you were more into prog and stuff before joining Cytotoxin. Have your influences changed since then, or?
They did pretty much. So yeah, I started out with bands like Dream Theater and Symphony X, like Opeth, Children of Bodom, or whatever. Nice. I remained pretty long with the whole Dream Theater and prog metal thing. And when I joined Cytotoxin, this all changed a bit, and I got way more into death metal, like Necrophagus, Beyond Creation, Aborted, like Beneath the Massacre, Dying Fetus, like
awesome, man.
Like hard death metal. And that's pretty cool. So I still go in between those genres, and I enjoy like pretty much other music, like Haken, for example.
Oh yeah, man, yeah, they're awesome.
They're sick prog metal band, and yeah, many other things like or Animals as Leaders. Mostly it's guitar music, kind of progressive or kind of unique, and yeah, so this kind of stuff pretty much.
That's awesome, man.
I've been listening to Mendel's like solo album recently. The former guitarist.
The last one or one of the earlier ones?
Yeah, the earlier ones. Yeah.
Cool. I bought the last one. I quite enjoyed it as well. I like his mix of like neoclassical elements, and his mixing skills are insane. So the whole thing just sounds really awesome. Actually,
it's huge.
That's actually a shredder that we should probably ask to have on the show. Although
I
don't know him personally. Totally. I don't know him personally. But Josh and obviously I we have a lot of mutual acquaintances and stuff. And he did actually do a solo on Reanimation. If you guys didn't know that, really? on Upon the Throne of Fear, track number 4, he's got like a sick, insane solo. Maybe I should just play that right now. Oh my god, I'm feeling so spontaneous. But dude, I was just gonna say you're like really prolific with your videos as well, right? Like you have your Instagram and you're learning like new solos every week that you're posting.
Yeah, more or less. Yeah,
that's pretty awesome.
Thank you. Yeah, I just try to be up to date and like challenge myself to learn new stuff and always keep on like playing and practicing and learning new stuff. And I think that's just a cool way with the whole Instagram stuff, just to record your like recent progress and to push it to. I
agree, man.
Make it clean.
It's exactly what I was doing with my YouTube channel. Like when I started out, I just thought it was such a good way to just learn. Like, I guess you're learning a lot of stuff by ear as well, right?
Depends. Like I force myself to learn everything by ear right now. When I was younger, I always relied on the tabs. I think I like played a lot of mistakes because I was trusting the tabs. But for now, like I go through the songs like note by note and try to get it by ear.
Yeah. I mean, the tabs are a means to an end. I mean, you get the information a lot faster. And I mean, that can be great, especially if you don't If you don't have the skills and it's a bit tiring to maybe figure stuff out, but I would recommend very much to learn things by ear, guys.
Always. Yeah.
What about you, Yo? You're learning quite a lot of material as well, no? Like people's solos, you cover solos and things.
Yeah, I do.
And you learn everything by ear, or you find tabs?
Sometimes if I do like band, I should do tab. But if I copy my only fun, I do on the ear.
Yeah. I mean, of course, if you're in a band situation, you want to play it exactly like it is on the recording and things like that. I think that's important. Or maybe find some ways you can play it your own way. Do you guys have any questions for Jason while we're here? Because we usually get a lot of questions, but maybe we're just so interesting. You guys, just not too many questions for us. I don't know. Like we're just we're giving you everything you need to know. Sorry, that was dumb. But I will do a quick interruption to show you guys Mendel's insane solo. You know what? I'll just play it. We don't even need to. There's no visuals on this video anyway. Alright, that's a chorus. That is a brutal chorus, by the way. Alright, check the solo out. It's after this riff. We can give you a bit of build into it, no problem. It's quite neoclassical as well, really, really awesome. Mendel, take it away! So there you have it. That was Mendel, if you guys didn't know, all along. Nice. We do have a question from Jace. What is your greatest influenced album? Or like, what album were you most influenced by?
I would go with the classics, like Scenes from a Memory from Dream Theater or Images and Words.
Yeah.
Also, I liked Systematic Chaos a lot. One of those. I think it's Dream Theater. Let's keep it classy.
Keep it classy. I like that.
It's one of the coolest bands for me, music-wise. Like it's
did you learn Petrucci's kind of like picking technique and stuff like that, or what did you try and take some stuff away from his playing specifically?
I think it's more about like the odd time stuff and like writing progressive stuff, but also his whole solo approach, his tone, and mostly like alternate picking. I like alternate picking a lot, but for the whole picking stuff, I would say that Troy Crady had a much bigger impact, like on the technique.
Really? That's interesting to hear.
Like pick slanting.
Right.
Stuff.
Oh, we finally have somebody on the show. We keeps coming up on every show, but so far everyone who's been on the show is just like, well, I don't know. I kind of know that a little bit. What did he show you that was so amazing? I'm actually interested because it didn't sink into me a little, like very much after watching. It just felt a little bit abstract. Is there anything about that kind of his lessons in particular that you could share with us?
I'm sure. I think first he demystified like the outside and inside picking stuff, because people tend to have problems with either one of the both, like more inside stuff, or I don't know. But with the whole pick slanting approach, you can master string changes way easier. Like one of the easiest examples is the whole pentatonic stuff, like. And this would be like a perfect example for a harsh downward pick slanting motion. Because you're already preparing like always the next stroke in regards of the string change. And the same you can do with like the upward pick slanting, and usually I think, especially in metal, most people, they rely much more on like the down slanting approach. And for some string changes, this downward technique is just wrong. That's why you have to switch to the upward slanting to get an easier string change.
Okay, cool. So you would say just doing like two notes.
Once you get this idea, it makes things so much easier. But I needed some attempts to really understand it. So just check out his videos. The videos are perfect. Like visually, they're just top notch. So
thank you for that,
take
man.
the time and
yeah, that's come up a few times, and I don't know. I've been a bit clueless. I've definitely watched the videos, but I felt because I had already kind of developed my own way of going through the strings that I felt was quite acceptable, that I maybe overlooked some useful stuff. So I'll definitely go back and check that out. Something that I think really helps with changing strings and picking was the rock discipline stuff from John Petrucci, doing like 2 notes per string, kind of like those when he's breaking down that arpeggio. It's kind of like almost like a sweep shape, but he's skipping always a string in between and doing groupings, like note groupings of like 1, 2, then 3, then 4. It's quite, I don't know, that was something that I had done a lot of. I don't know if you've done that as well.
I checked this out too.
Just to give you a just actual practical example for the people watching, it's like this. Ugh. Tone is sounding a bit flubby for some reason. I'm definitely doing a downward pick slant there, for example, and I can recognize that. So,
yeah, definitely do it with downward. Yeah.
And then, but if you do the upstroke version, you technically would have to do an upward.
That's true.
But as you can see, I haven't practiced that, and it's already a lot less clean. Like, but it's interesting because, like, literally, like you were just saying, I probably have a bit more trouble with those kind of upstrokes. But that, for example, just having to do that exercise makes you kind of figure it out slowly. But maybe if you're being told, wow, do upward pick slanting with that exercise, you would improve quicker. So quite cool. Sure. I used to do
also
that.
The whole topic of cross picking. I mean, if you check out Martin Miller, a guitarist that I appreciate a lot, so he also has like a perfect picking technique.
Yeah.
And there's several videos with Martin. And
yeah, he's. I mean, we've jammed a few times because we're actually friends in real life. He's also living in Leipzig. I don't know if you guys knew that. We did mention that last time. But he does that, like the kind of really fast arpeggios, like with kind of alternate picking. It's kind of like that cross picking thing. I don't know, but I can't do that, so don't ask me. All right, Yo needs to play a track, man. Did you find a backing track, Yo?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, go.
I played my friend band. The fucking internet is. Oh, it's coming.
No problem, man. I don't hear it.
Yeah, I was tour with them last year. Just.
Suicide Silence? Oh, dude, 1 second, you're, I had to resize all those windows again, sorry guys.
Yeah, it's a good song.
Nice rigs.
Yeah, sick.
so good.
Damn, man. Yeah, I love it when it first came in. I was like, oh, it kind of sounds like Suicide Silence, but obviously it was Rings. Rings of Saturn. Fucking sick, man. I love that shit. It's crazy. Oh, that's actually a funny story. That's where me and Jason met for the first time. Was at Yo's gig.
Right.
That's actually true. I forgot about that until this exact moment. Because I went to go hang out with Yo, and he was having a gig in Leipzig. We went to go have some pizza. And then I went back to the gig, and you like recognized me. I think we had been in contact like years ago when I first moved to Leipzig or something.
That's true.
But we never met, and so I didn't I didn't really put like 2 and 2 together, even though I like had seen you on Instagram and stuff. So funny, small world. It really is a small world, guys. So be nice to your friends and your not friends. Cool. Yeah, so if you guys have any more questions, we'll be happy to answer those. Requests, maybe? I don't know. Probably. Yeah, exactly. You're saying these skills are terrifying. I agree, Shane. I agree. Yeah, we're always happy to watch Yo just shred everyone's brain. Yeah. That's pretty cool. Yeah. Oh yeah, guys, I keep forgetting to ask you. Please do like these posts and share them if you like what we're doing here. Because we're trying to get our stream to reach as many guitar players as possible. So yeah, just help us out. Give us a little like or a share or whatever. It does really help also for people to actually see the post, because you know how Facebook is. They're gonna bury you under a big pile of ads unless you're like paying. Sorry, Facebook. Sorry. That's probably not true. Nice. So, maybe we should ask Jason some more stuff about himself. So, you've been in the band for 6 years. Before that, you were quite into more prog music. Have you ever thought of doing solo music, or do you write any music by yourself apart from the band?
Before I joined Cytotoxin, I wrote some instrumental music, like going into the direction of Animals as Leaders or Scale the Summit, stuff like this.
Nice.
It was called Weasel Project. It was together with my flatmate, Friedrich, and we released it on the internet.
Nice.
But it was never too serious, and the production quality was not the best. That's why I don't really hide it, but I do not mention it too often. But I was always thinking about going back to this direction, or maybe re-record the old stuff and to make it sound better and
there it is,
more
folks.
enjoyable. But yeah.
Well, you heard it here. You guys can go check that out. What's it called again? Weasel, like Weazel.
Oh,
cool. Nice. Yeah. I like it.
Maybe I was already hiding the Facebook page. I don't know. I'm not sure anymore. Yeah,
private. Only me.
If I would write my own music, it would definitely be instrumental prog metal.
Nice, dude. Me too. Yeah, man. So it's awesome to have you on the show. I've already said it 100 times, but yeah, it's just cool. I don't know. How do you find the metal scene in Dresden and stuff? Are there quite some bands around? I know technically Cytotoxin is based in Chemnitz.
Yeah.
But yeah, I there are definitely a lot of good shows coming through, Saxony and stuff.
Sure.
Leipzig or Dresden.
Yeah. Definitely. I think Leipzig is more or less the center for death metal in Saxony. And if I go to a show, it's usually Leipzig. There are also several shows in Dresden, especially in the Pushkin Club.
Mm-hmm.
And
I saw the Empiricon festival there a couple years back. That's quite a nice festival.
Yeah. So I think Leipzig is more death metal related, and Dresden probably more into deathcore.
Mm-hmm.
But that's just my feeling. Probably it's not 100% right. But
well, we all like deathcore here, so no problem with deathcore.
I'm super into deathcore. Don't worry.
Yeah, man, that's actually a good idea. Maybe we can find a deathcore backing track. I've never once looked for that. It's just gonna be like one chug over and over again, and just Oh my god, does that exist? Deathcore backing. Let's do it. Yeah, also guys, just before we get into some funny shred jamming with deathcore backing tracks,
oh my god.
there is some stuff here, by the way. Free deathcore drum track. Who needs guitars? We can just jam, like, just shred over that. That's fun, actually. Let's do that. oh, there's some kind of key there. Dude, I'm sending you this. I'm sending you guys this track so we can jam over it. I'll put it in the Facebook comments. Are you guys there?
Yeah, nice.
Yo, can you open that that link in the comments? It's a deathcore drum backing. we have to do our best deathcore shred over it.
Oh my god.
Today I have the backing track for the Coffin Dance song. Oh my god, dude! Yeah, those memes are circulating. It's good timing for it, for sure. Oh hey Chris, how you doing, man? Yeah, that's actually a really catchy song. I can't remember exactly how it goes, so apparently not that catchy, but it's all something like it's like, you know, some beats. I don't have a death metal death meme for you guys, unfortunately. Yo, did you get the backing track? I sent you a backing track on Facebook. Okay, cool. Yeah, it'd just be funny.
24 BPM.
Yeah, 240 BPM. Maybe we can just, you know, have a couple turns jamming on that. Hopefully it doesn't sound too crappy for you guys. Yeah, let's just do it. I'm just gonna go for it. Let's see. I don't know what key it's in. Maybe it says.
I couldn't barely hear it. It was just low.
There's like a slight bit of key there, but I could probably play anything over it, really. Quite fun, actually. Could you guys hear me all right? It's just fun to jam over that kind of track because it's, yeah, you can just play a little bit more freely in terms of key. Oh, sounded sick. Thanks, Josh. Oh, Josh is from on Twitch. That's cool. I can dig it. Oh, yeah. Fonzo is asking, yo, to please put your mic a bit to the side because it's a bit blocking your face. Maybe you can put it more this way, like behind my chair, your microphone. Not a big deal, but
all right.
Sure, well, yeah, there, anywhere.
Okay.
I think we hear you well anyway, so.
All right.
Cause yeah, we got to see the shred, man. That's why we're all here. Just want to see yo shredding. God damn. I'm actually gonna try something real quick on you guys. Let me see if it's a good idea. Who wants to go next? Shredding, shred. I'm gonna try sharpening you guys a little bit so it's not so... That didn't work too well, actually. A little bit. There you go. Are you feeling? You feeling jamming over the track? 3, 2, 1. I just lifted up my thumb and apparently it's going to Jason. It's
Zayen is asking me to play Survival Metrics.
Oh, dude, do that. Fuck the backing track. And no problem, man. You gotta play some cool shit for the people. Yo, you wanna have a little shred on that backing track real quick before Jason plays a track for us?
Yeah, please.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I can try. Play some cool shit. You wanna have a little shred on that backing track real quick before Jason plays a. Sorry, I'm just listening to myself talk, so it's funny. Yes, Survival Matrix. But take it away, yo! Jesus. Okay, yo, I have something to say about that, because, man, deathcore, that's fun shit. Yo, what the hell?
Yeah.
Calm down, man. I almost forgot to turn my microphone back on.
You know, I'm actually a deathcore guy, so.
Me too, man. I mean, at the heart of things, for sure, I definitely feel like just shredding is, I don't know, deathcore really has a lot of room for sick shred, so I think, yo, dude, for the next track, because as you guys may know, we're going to be releasing our Shred Bros track #1 this weekend on stream. So fucking come and hang out with us and watch the video with us for the first time. But, yo, I really think for the next one, dude, deathcore. Deathcore only. I'm feeling it. Getting some real deathcore vibes here. All right, Jason, are you how you feeling? You ready to play us a sick track?
I think I'm ready.
Okay, I'm gonna make you.
Let me just know how the ratio between like music and guitar is.
Oh yes, of course.
I have no idea right now.
I'm gonna move this chat over a bit. Oh, thank you for the follow, Josh. Thank you, dude. Oh shit, I gotta move myself over, maybe. Moving stuff in the stream is not fun, but I have to do it all the time, so. Yo, I don't want to cut you off. Ah. I can also just make myself disappear. Check this out. Where am I? Oh my god, goodbye. Goodbye, cruel world. Whenever you're ready, dude.
I'm ready.
Oh yeah, give it to me. Dude, that was dope, man. Holy moly.
Thanks.
I'm gonna stay on this one for a little while so I can fly around. Dude, that was fucking sick. I really like that. You guys have quite a lot of those like really fast. I guess what kind of scales are you using? Like diminished, augmented. Like for those like quite. They're not like atonal, but they're like quite dissonant harmony. You know. What do you guys use?
I think a lot of stuff is built around the diminished scale and like Phrygian dominant stuff, or just atonal things, especially like this sweeping section here.
Yeah.
It's kind of like augmented.
Yeah, I heard that as well a little bit. It's really cool though. I like the mixture. It's just nice. I think also because you have a lot of like those symmetrical scales, it makes it easier to feel like you're like moving across like big intervals. Like those kind of sounds are obviously quite like that kind of stuff is quite known for like deathcore. But you guys seem to utilize a lot of nice arpeggios and just really enjoy it, man. Thank you.
You're welcome.
It's deathcore from Germany. I don't really know if it's deathcore. What do you guys call? Sorry, Chernobyl, brutal death metal, technical. I don't know. You guys have quite some grind elements and stuff as well, or you don't identify as grind.
Yeah, but the cool thing is like we still can play grind festivals. Like it fits to a lot of genres, I think. So for deathcore, it works pretty well. For death metal, of course, but also like we can play grind shows. That's cool.
Yeah, it's awesome, man.
I think people dig it.
They should. Thanks, Vivek. Yes, we realize the audio through Skype is poor. That's just the way it is.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, no, it's no problem, man. I mean, there's actually the truth is that with the laws in Germany, we could actually meet up in person and stream. It's not like illegal to do that anymore. So, coming to give you Corona, Jason. Dude, we should have done that. It's not that far. We've actually been meaning to hang out. If you guys haven't seen the video of me and Jason doing like a little shred, you should go check that out. We just do like a little improvised thing. We're sitting
we should do it again soon.
Yeah, we should definitely do it, man. Because it's fun. And yo, you should fly in, man. Fly into Germany. Come visit me. Yeah, great. Cool. How long have we been doing this? An hour. That's good. Yeah, we played lots more music today than we usually do, which is cool. Like, not just backing tracks and things like that. So I hope you guys are enjoying that. Oh yeah, don't forget to like and share. This is your daily 5-minute reminder to like and share our stream. Woo! I know, I'm the only excited one. I excite myself, unfortunately.
Actually, I have a question for you guys. So in the last episode, you were talking about shred, and I always like had the feeling that shred has kind of a negative like attitude, and it was more like used as an insult sometimes.
Yeah.
So,
Yep.
but I liked your discussion. When is music or instrumental music shred, and when it's not shred? Like, I think it's hard to distinguish. Like, if I look at people like Guthrie Govan or like Martin Miller, it's kind of shreddy, but I wouldn't call it shred.
I know. It's
So-
actually funny. I mean, I've obviously, the truth is I haven't really had to confront myself with this topic very often because I just do what I do, and I know people who do what they do, and everyone likes, each other's music and things like that. Like, so the conversation of am I shredding or whatever, it wasn't like that big of a deal. But I just think the negative connotation around shred was something that I think came out of kind of, I don't know, it's like the 90s, like at post 80s era music, when people started to criticize that movement of virtuosity in music as something that's somehow not acceptable or you know what I mean, or it's too much of a kind of like wankery and it's not enough content. And on some level, okay, self-expression, yes, it can be quite indulgent because you have to really look inwards and you really have to delve into how far you can go with music. But on the other hand, it's just, I don't know, I think there's so much good stuff about it, and I think shred in general has made a huge, or guitar, like solo guitar music has made a huge resurgence in the last years. And any band that I like, regardless of it being classified as shred or not, has definitely some elements of what shred is. And for me, I've always taken more like the approach, maybe, I think, like, obviously a lot of people have spoken about shred in the past, like Steve Vai or something. For him, when he's talking about what shred is, obviously it's more about the ability to express yourself with no boundaries, the virtuosity, the ability to really have control over your instrument and speak through your instrument. And that's what shred means for me. Obviously there's like this person shreds videos of them like like making fun of people who are like trying to shred or whatever. I don't know where that comes from, but I did just definitely go down a little rabbit hole of ideas there. But I do think that shredding doesn't have to be seen as a negative thing anymore because we're over that kind of, I guess that kind of movement that the 80s definitely like pushed quite far. Then as a result of that, anyone who played guitar and played more than like power chords was like considered a dumbass or whatever. I think we're definitely over that. And I think for the better. I think we've learned from that era. Like, I think we've managed to have a lot of music out there that is both virtuosic and like technical, let's say, or self-indulgent with a mixture of good songwriting and composition, which is, I don't think it was ever lacking, but I do think that, people would at least perceive it as lacking. I don't know if it's really true. If you go listen to stuff from the 80s, some of those compositions are amazing and incredible. So I don't know what they're going on about. So that's my answer. What do you think, man? Like, what do you think about shred? Like, obviously you're saying you love Dream Theater and stuff. I mean, they definitely shred. I mean, John Petrucci is a shredder, right? That's.
Yeah, but the way he plays his solos is still like very intelligent. Sometimes I had the feeling that shred was used for people who just play fast and as many notes as possible, but more like I'm shredding scales like up and down. Mm-hmm. But I mean, John Petrucci, of course, he shreds, but his approach towards soloing is much more than this. And I think he used shred as an element to make it more interesting or to stand out, but it's not just shredding. Like most of the Dream Theater solos, they are playable. Like if you
it's interesting
digging into guitar.
I think what like a point that you're bringing up essentially is that, and we did also talk about this in a way. I think we get to this point that when you talk about shredding, if you're at the beginnings of shred, if you're at the beginning of trying to learn how to play more technically, it can be quite like disparaging. It can be quite, forced, let's say, like you're trying to have these elements of speed in your music for the sake of them being there, and therefore the value of them goes down because the purpose is only one-minded. It is to show that you are able to play fast or able to do technical things. And I think for me, I see more the shred as that the transcendence past that, the transcendence past the only the ability to play fast, but actually to utilize it to the maximum of what the composition can achieve. Same thing with classical music, let's say. I would say it's something similar. Obviously, there's a very strong element of technicality in the music, and some composers are utilizing it more than others. It doesn't mean that one is less valid than the other, you know? So if you are a young shredder, try and learn blues licks. I mean, I had that advice. People were telling me that all the time over the internet. Oh, you want to learn to shred? Don't forget to, you know, play your blues or whatever. It didn't work out. I suck at blues, but, you know, I tried. I tried, you know, to learn vibrato, and arguably, I would say, like, people who are known for being the best shredders have the best vibrato, as well as being the fastest players. I mean, come on, Yngwie's vibrato, it's ridiculous. I mean, Petrucci's vibrato, Paul Gilbert's vibrato. So all of those things, Jeff Loomis. I mean, sorry, I have not mentioned Jeff Loomis on this show for some reason, but obviously he's a god as well. So go listen to some shred music, people.
But would you call, for instance, Jeff Loomis, like first solo album, would you call it a shred album? Is this shred?
I don't know, man. Isn't he at that time? Wasn't he being called the god of shred or the god of guitar?
Oh, really?
I've definitely heard that a little bit. I mean, it was what, like 12 years ago, something like that, 2007, I think. That album is full of shred. It chocked full. I think if you didn't say that he was shredding on that album, it would be insulting. I don't know. Maybe I'm just biased. Like, maybe I'm just super biased. So,
I mean, he definitely shreds, but it's still such a good composition. Each song is so amazing. Like, it has to be there.
I think it has to do with the language, though.
I don't know how to judge this.
I just think it has to do something with the language, because for you're deciding that shred is a negative, and I've never had that. I've always embraced the fact. I've always embraced that fact. Don't get me wrong. People look down on me in the music community. I've met musicians who may have respected me for other aspects of my art. No, I'm being 100% honest. Because I'm a very multifaceted artist. You know, I do everything. I do, you know, I like to do vocals. I do guitar. I'm a dancer. I edit videos. I do all kinds of art forms. That's just the things that people see me doing. And I've had people come to me and look down at me as an artist because I like to shred, or I consider myself a shredder. And I'm just like, you know what? Shove it. You know, like I'm doing what I like, you know, so who are you to take your subjective opinion and look down on that? So I think we should change. I think, as being the new generation of shredders, I think we should change the narrative of what shred is. Shred Bros!
Yeah, I agree.
I'm going to post that little rant there on Facebook and see how many dislikes I get. I'm sorry, yo. I by the way, yo, I do apologize, man, that we're talking so much and stuff. I know it's not so easy. When we're, you know, English it's very difficult. It's very different from Japanese. If we were speaking in Japanese right now, I would just be like, konnichiwa. You know what I mean? Like, I wouldn't be able to do anything. And I know that, when I first met Yo, I think you could barely speak, and we still hung out and we had a great time together. So I'm not trying to say anything. It's great that we're an international group. I just want to apologize to anyone watching. It's not that I'm trying to not let Yo talk. It's just sometimes difficult to slow down the conversation. Yeah. Love you, Yo. You're the best. Maybe
I understand everything. You know?
I know, exactly. And that's the thing. I know, but it's...
And, you know, I actually, in Japanese, the same thing. I don't talk anything, you know. It's feeling, actually.
Well, here's your opportunity, man.
We got a comment here, like, hey fellas, what's your thought on Buried Alive and fucking shreds?
I know. Does he though? That's a pretty. I
think that's
kinda, that's not true at all. No offense. He looks like he shreds harder. And don't get me wrong, I know that Yo really likes Buried Alive, and I like how it sounds and everything, but I wouldn't say that guy shreds harder than any of us, to be honest. If I'm being a little bit, apparently, cocky about my skills. The thing is that he's producing his music in a way that makes it sound like he is a robot. and everyone can do that. I'm not saying that he can't play. He's a great player, and the way that he gets that sound is very impressive. To be able to record and to just even be able to produce music that sounds like that, that's something meaningful. I don't take that away from him. I think that's amazing that he can do that. But I wouldn't say that if you were to put him in a room with a live camera, I don't think he would necessarily shred harder than any of us. So that's my opinion. What do you think, Yo, about Buried Alive?
Buried Alive. It's so good.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds amazing. It sounds so sick.
I just so love the and all the time what I don't know what to say. You know, if I sing Buried Alive, wow, I needed to more. You know.
Well, that's the thing. I think that Yo, you've been motivated by this kind of like this pushing the boundaries of what's possible. You've been motivated by that peak, you know, like this is what's actually possible. This is what's possible with production, and this is possible when you kind of, I don't want to say fake, because that's not the right word, and that word is being thrown around way too much. It's not fake, but it's the ultimate production of what's possible, and that does raise the bar of guitarists in general. You could easily argue that there are probably more technically proficient guitarists now than there were, 10 years ago, 15 years ago. But to have Yo, who's one of like the technically best guitarists in the world, and I don't feel bad about saying that at all. I feel that's a totally fine comment. To have him say that he feels like he should practice after watching Buried Alive I think it's just a testament to how good that music is compositionally and to how well produced it is. Yeah, that's my opinion. But it's great. I think it sounds sick.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I don't know, Yo, what do you think? Like you think you could easily play that stuff or record that stuff, let's say. No? I think you could play anything that Buried Alive is doing.
I don't know. I think I can't, but I don't care the like a fake and the real. I just care on the song.
I agree.
So
I agree, yeah.
If fake, it's okay because it's super like a new stuff.
Agreed.
New stuff is super important for new guitar world.
I agree. It's keeping things interesting. The incorporation of all of those, whatever production elements and cutting up the guitars instead of gating. Like, I mean, it's just basic stuff that's been around for a long time, but it's taken to the next level.
Yeah, next level, exactly.
It's next level stuff for sure. So I'm not taking anything away from the guy. I'm just saying that the only thing that I do have a problem with is sometimes how people perceive what it is. I don't know how good it would sound if you were playing without the production. You know what I mean? If you were playing live along to the track, 100% live, with a gated Axe FX tone, how would it sound? It wouldn't sound perfect. I mean, he's a human, right? So that's just the thing that everyone who's watching should realize. It's just the human element is very much taken away from that playing. So that doesn't mean it's bad or worse. It can sound better. It can easily sound better than other stuff. I just think it's important for people to be aware. Exactly. That's a good point. Yo can play anything that exists in the universe. There you go. There's your answer. So he doesn't shred harder. As hard, maybe. He's sick live though, right? I mean, he's played. Didn't he play with Rings a little bit also? Rob Caswell, the Buried Alive guy. Didn't he play some live shows?
Yeah, he was played one solo.
But he didn't play live at all.
He don't play.
No,
I only play.
Yeah, that I know. Oh man. I think I know his name because as soon as I heard Buried Alive, I was like, man, I want to follow this. This sounds so sick. Like I obviously love how it sounds and it's so cool. So,
my favorite song is the old song. Like no one is listening. The song is good. Name is No One Is Listening.
No one's listening. Yeah.
Yeah, that song is so good. I all the time listen if I go to outside.
I think the cool thing, if I can just say some positive stuff about the music. First of all, I think the composition is awesome. It sounds amazing. The production's amazing. The playing's amazing. You know, everything about it is great. And I think it's really catchy and conceptually something that you have in common. They have in common with Cytotoxin. I mean, the concept is really clear. All of the music is based around this kind of like being a berry, like being a strawberry or whatever. I mean, it's kind of genius, you know. So I don't want to hate on the guy. We have a question for Jason. What do you do to keep yourself energized and passionate apart from making music?
So besides music, which is just like a hobby for me, like in my free time, I'm doing chemistry. So I study chemistry. At the moment, I'm doing my PhD, and I'm pretty close to finish the whole PhD thing very soon. And otherwise, sports-wise, I like to go climbing and like going out, meeting friends, stuff like this. So that's pretty much all. Or like playing concerts with the Cytotoxin boys and like meeting the Cyto boys, hang out with them, rehearse. So that's pretty much my life, and this gives me enough strength and energy to go on.
That's awesome, dude. That's actually an interesting thing because I've done some climbing myself. I guess you get used to the kind of soreness in the forearms, but do you think that's affected your playing at all?
In the beginning, I had struggles to play guitar after climbing, which is kind of normal because your muscles.
Yeah, it's a bit like that feeling where you can't really like close the fingers. Oh man.
Yeah, right. But you get used to it, and nowadays, I mean, I couldn't climb the last 2 months, of course, but you get used to it, and I wouldn't say that it helps, but I didn't feel any disadvantage. It's probably like those practice things, like for your fingers, you know, those
squeegee things. Yeah, I have one of those
things,
somewhere.
Like I don't know if this really helps. Like
I don't
usually
know.
I think like muscles come from playing guitar, and why do you need more muscles?
It's actually a really interesting topic that I'm quite interested in. Just the neurological aspect. Because as somebody who I've trained, you know, in dancing and things like that, it's a lot about repetition, right? And the repetition then you build your muscles around that kind of repetition. So you're building muscles that are particularly focused around a certain activity. So like you say, if you were to practice guitar, you get better at guitar. But I do think there is a threshold at which you can do other activities that can benefit your playing. I do think that if you don't do anything but play guitar, you won't necessarily have a very well-rounded like musculature, right? So I think you could find yourself at a disadvantage. Like climbing is something that gives you a lot of strength in the fingers, and so I could imagine, like for example, for vibrato and things like that, it could be very useful.
That's true. Yeah, I think vibrato-wise, it might help. For shredding or anything else, I think
it's hard to say because it might even be detrimental, and that's the thing, right? Obviously, you know, whatever. We're not all about that superhuman ability trying to like perfect everything, but I do think that there can be activities that you do that can actually damage your ability to play, just because, like, you know, you have nerves and they have a lifespan. I'm not saying that you shouldn't climb. I think everyone should go out and climb. I'm just saying that it's important to be aware of things like overworking your muscles or things like that. Right. Like you could definitely be more at risk. Say if you're having pain already from climbing and then you play like 8 hours and you're clamping down, that kind of tension can definitely be. You know, you can get some things like tendonitis and things like that. So,
for sure.
Yeah. Guys.
Yeah, I see climbing just as like an opposite to all the sitting here playing guitar stuff and hurting your back, and it's kind of cool to like do something for your whole body. And by climbing, you need all your muscles in principle, and that's cool. Not just training a certain location on your body.
Oh, it's especially the coordination aspect. The coordination aspect of it is actually so important, and that's what makes it even more beneficial. I would say it's much more beneficial for your muscles than say something like just exercising or just lifting weights, because you're putting that whole I don't know, like that greater level of coordination into effect, and that is something that I think is actually very beneficial for kids and stuff like that when they're developing, because if you don't learn the coordinations in the body, it's going to be hard. Your life is just going to be hard. So, you know, you learn it when you're crawling and crap like that, but I don't know why we stopped doing those things. I think those kind of activities, they can feel really good. Really good way to exercise, like using your own body weight and stuff like that. Anyways, this isn't an exercise. Contrary to the name Shred Bros, it's not about exercise. Sorry. We have a couple more questions, or another question. Hey Morgan, tell Yo that has he ever met Lisa X? She's from Japan too. If not, would he like to collab with her in the future? Yo, do you know Lisa X? She plays, yeah, she's pretty insane guitarist. I mean, she plays like Paul Gilbert stuff and Jason Richardson stuff. Yeah. The guitar is like this big on her. She's just like, it's cute, it's really sweet. I guess you haven't met her though.
Yeah, 2 times.
Oh really? At concerts or where?
Yeah, the first time is actually the Jason Richardson with Paul Pierre concert.
Ah, did she came and played a solo or something? No.
Yeah, and she got my guest list, so.
Oh, awesome, dude! That's killer.
The next time is the Matthias Asato, I think.
Mm-hmm. Cool.
Yeah, and
I guess she has quite some followers.
Friend, so.
Oh, nice, cool. Well, there you go, man. I wasn't expecting that. Would you say you're somewhat of a mentor for her, or what's your relationship like with her? Does she look up to you and your guitar playing, or is she more like, I'm so good, or like, I don't know, I can't imagine how she would be.
She plays so good, yeah.
She's really good, yeah. She is really good.
Yeah, super shred, because it's 13 or 14 years old, I think.
It's crazy.
That's
so cute.
So cute.
So young, so young, but so shred.
So shred.
Insane, yeah.
So cool, man. All right, guys. So we're gonna wind the episode down, and I think we should do one more little jam. I have a track from a buddy of mine, Paul. He's sent me a track here, and it's apparently something he wrote with the drummer of Fear Factory, Mike Heller. So it's like gonna be some sick ass backing track. I'm guessing, probably a little bit chill. I haven't heard it yet, so it's going to be definitely exciting to just play over something I've never heard before. Would you guys want to jam over this as well? I can send it to you. Or, yeah, or what should we do? Should we jam over this? Or maybe you guys want to find a backing track to jam over? That's not going to work. Sorry, one second. Yeah, I think I'm going to jam over this track, and if you guys are feeling like you want to as well, then you can do that. I'll just send it to you on Facebook so you can download it. But yeah, it should be super exciting. And guys, if you have any other ideas for us for the future, just feel free to leave them in the comments. We read every comment, obviously. There aren't that many. So just, yeah, send us some ideas of stuff you guys might want to see. And we're always down to just, try some new stuff. We're going to have a bunch of new guests on. I think we're going to try and have a guest on every time. I'm sure this won't be the last time Jason's on, because he is a magnificent shredder. And hopefully we can get together and maybe you can just come over and we can actually stream like side by side. I have 2 cameras.
Yeah, right. Let's
actually,
do this. I'm in.
Dude, that's a good point. I have 2 cameras. So I'm gonna do a little jam with the shred cam. This actually, you can see this with this camera a little bit better than my normal camera. So, all right, here goes nothing. I've never heard this track before. I have no idea what key it's in or anything. So, wish me luck. Oh, nice. I just realized something. I haven't been on my lead tone this whole time. Love it. Really cool, Paul. Thanks for that. Paul McGuire right there, sending us the chill vibes. I'm digging it. It's definitely a lot of room for some interesting harmony and stuff there as well. I hope you're watching that, Paul, because I'm not doing that again. No, I'm just playing around. Yeah, you guys want to have a jam over that one? I sent it to you, or you can pick a track, or
cool.
It's good. You know, we played a lot of deathcore today, so we need some chill vibes. Oh, Yuki, what's up, man? Nice to see you, dude. Yeah, dude. Yeah, Vivek, send your tracks, man. It's nice to have some audience participation. Have you guys send us some stuff in? We did get another track from Randall. Don't worry, Randall. I saw you. But I might have to prepare a funny meme or something. Some audience participation. Have you guys? Yeah, I might have to make a little meme for next time with that track. So. I don't want to ruin it. I don't want to waste it, you know. Maybe I can kill Yo or something, like with an axe, like with my green screen, and then you guys know the meme, right? Like okay. Do you have any idea what I'm talking about? You know the fucking meme where they're just dancing with the coffin on the back or whatever, and then there's like somebody in the coffin like I'm dead, and then there's all these things where it's like, okay, well I don't know, I don't have anything. Say this is the thing, and it's like, and then the guy's like. And then he takes away, and then the face goes away, and then it's like, and then. Okay, I did the whole meme for you guys, but I'm preparing something better for next time. Seriously. All right, Jason, take it away, dude. My God.
Okay.
I'll make you even a little bit bigger.
Okay.
This is what you guys think? This is some kind of high budget thing where we plan everything? Nah. We do not plan anything, and that's the best part. Super fun. I love how Josh is like the only one with the chat here. It's super funny. Because he's like on Twitch, and apparently the Facebook comments are not showing up there, so you just see Josh. Like he's like the only one watching on Twitch. Thank you. That one follower closer to being an affiliate. All right, dude, take it away, take it away, take it away. It's Mr. Jason. Bring in
okay, should I start?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so that's just the intro.
Nice, dude. Cheers, man. Thank you for that. It's not easy. It's not easy. Improvising over a track you never heard. I hope Paul is appreciating that. Thank you so much, man. So, yo, it's your turn, dude.
All right.
We're jamming with the drummer of Fear Factory right here. It's no joke.
Sick.
That dude could shred us under the table, probably.
Okay.
Go for it, dude.
I know. Just loading fucking my iPhone.
Oh, oh my bad. Sorry. You
All right,
told
it's
me.
coming.
Okay, nice. It's our final shred for today, guys. Nice. Dude, what the fuck? What scale did you use? Blues?
Anything.
That blues is so cool over that. I want to try that for a second. Man, every time, but Yo always goes last, and I'm always so inspired to play after he's playing, and then it's like, it's over already. It's not fair. But luckily, I'm controlling the stream, so I can do whatever I want. It's just cool, man, to like... Just nice to like, it's actually such an open track, but it has that, the hard part is it has that kind of, that half step movement there. So it gives you that feeling like you might maybe even need to change key. I don't know if you guys felt that like, it's quite a.
That's Saspor. Yeah.
That is literally the
But
perfect thing
what
to
kind
play.
of approach did you guys use for this song? So I think I was in E Phrygian dominant. So what did you use?
I mean, I started off not knowing at all what was gonna come, so I was like,
Okay.
I just found, I found that little half. I was playing that and I was like, okay, this kind of arpeggio, like A minor. Like those notes were working quite well, then just A minor pentatonic was working.
Is it A minor?
I don't know. For me, that's how I'm thinking of it.
I feel D minor.
D minor I played as well. I played D harmonic minor for a little bit at the beginning. I just think it was working quite well together.
D Saspor?
Mm-hmm.
Like Backing sounds like a little bit like a.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That movement, that one, that's quite the strongest thing. So it's I don't know. I think there's a lot of options, and I think it's cool that we all have our own ways of dealing with it. I went to whole tone for a second there. I thought some outside stuff could sound pretty okay, like it's like really out. That's like a Hungarian minor. It's also not pretty cool. But yeah, just some stuff that you guys could try out in the future. Sorry. But guys, thank you. That was episode number 5. I can't believe we're at 5 already. That's actually insane. We are going to be streaming this weekend, and we are going to be releasing our first Shred Bros song. We've been waiting forever because one of the guitarists is really slow. You know who you are. Everyone's been done, and we're like waiting for this guy. It's like, if he doesn't finish it, if he doesn't send me the track tomorrow, I'm gonna get Jason to do his fast solo on in like one day. I'm warning you.
Okay.
Dude, there you go. We have it here. We have your replacement. Send me the song.
Whoever it is, I'm sorry.
Yo, we're still metal guys, man. I'm not chilling around. I'm not waiting 7 months for a solo. We're shredders. You're supposed to be fast. Come on. This is my Italian side coming up. Mamma mia. All right, I'm just kidding. He's definitely not watching this. I'm not even friends with him on Facebook. Anyways, all that being said, we will be back this weekend. I'm still not sure yet because our special guest, who will be Kieran Johnston, he's going to be with us on the stream. You might know him from Instagram. He's a sick guitarist, so come check us out. Come ask, bring questions, because we'll be able to answer them, and we'll be premiering the track. So, again, huge thank you to Jason. Thank you, dude. Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm bowing to you.
Next time I will be at your home.
Yeah, man. We'll be all like in real flesh. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yo, thank you again, man, for just being awesome and just doing the Shred Bros thing with me, man. Seriously. And thank you guys out there, everyone out there. Thank you guys for watching. Please do share. Just because the video is over doesn't mean somebody you know won't like it. So you can it's on YouTube, it's on Facebook, they'll all still be live, and you can share it with your friends. Share it with your mom. Peace out from Shred Bros. Can I get a big, some horns for everybody? Thank you. Ciao, guys.